Alright, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you for another lesson. First and foremost, I give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. In today's lesson, we're going to go into addressing the fact that, these other congregations and false Israelite teachers, you guys are coming and, you guys are teaching, incorrectly. You guys are coming in a whole different spirit. All right, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 1 on down. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right, so right there. Okay, so this is another message right here. All right, just to show you guys out there that because Nate, okay, right now you're in the hot seat again. All right, but hey, you're making yourself that way, because you're not repenting, you're not speaking correctly. So the spirit of Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai has it, got you on the hot seat right now. All right, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so we're not coming to serve IOIC. We're not coming to serve you, Nate. You see? All right, because we're serving the Lord. All right, so this is why you can't come in. You gotta come in through the straight gate. Okay, you can't go in some other way. What you feel is right. Okay, like these Genesis, ISUBK, all these other congregations, they're coming in their own vibration. Remember, Captain Tazariak, we don't serve you, we serve the Lord. So this is why, those of us that are teachers of Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai, we gotta go to the scriptures. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh B'Ashem Yahweh Shai, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay. So tests, trials. All right. Set thy heart aright. All right, and constantly endure. So it's constant, because it's not going to be, oh, do you believe in Jesus Christ? All right, you're saved already. No, it's constantly, it's constant troubles, constant tests, constant. Okay, and those of the hopeful elect out there, you're going to be fighting these spirits, fighting the flesh, all the way to Yahweh Shai gets here. That fight is going to be, it's going to happen every day, all the way until the hopeful elect get on those ships. So it's not going to stop. Set thy heart aright, meaning your mind, and constantly endure. So that's telling us clearly that we have to be soldiers in this thing. Okay? So, because it's going to come. All right? And make not haste in the time of trouble. There it is. Okay? So, stop with your complaining. No murmuring. Okay? Complaining. So, make not haste in time of trouble. All right? Well, so why is that? Why might that be? Because the Lord's bringing it. All right? You just got to endure. All right? Remember when Yahweh Shai prayed to the Father, Yahweh 3 times. What happened? Okay? Because he didn't want to go on the cross. What happened? Yahweh didn't even respond. Because it had to be done. And when Yahweh Shai was done praying, he said, all right, let thy will be done, He didn't want to, but it's prophecy. It's what has to happen. Remember, the end cannot come until all prophecy must be fulfilled. Verse 3, cleave unto him. So not the world, not these FRNs and cash, I'm going to chase the bag. Cleave unto the Lord, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. Right, so the Lord is going to increase us. Okay? The Lord is the one who gives us the upgrade. Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Right, be patient. Okay? Right. Alright? For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay? So, the elect, you know? So, what happens when gold is in the fire? Okay, what happens when... What happens when gold is in the fire? It gets purified. Okay, it gets purified. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. See? And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Alright? Because the hopeful elect are going to keep on shining. Alright? They're going to keep on growing no matter what. You see? Believe in him, and he will help thee. There it is. So the Lord's going to help us. Not no 501c3 charter, selling out like you clowns. Okay? Alright? Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Alright, so we gotta trust in the Lord, not in Egypt, America, not in this so-called white man system, the Edomites. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Okay, so yeah, don't try to do your own thing. You know, we got to wait on the Lord, being patient. You know, so you can't be all just, you gotta wait. Because the Lord does things on his time. So that's one thing we gotta learn in this walk. All right, so this is what these false Israelite congregations are teaching. It's just an Israelite party. All right, just buying all kinds of land and all this stuff. Just chasing the bag. You guys want it. You want it now, because you guys, false Israelite groups out there. You guys are chasing. You're all about the clout and the numbers and all that. All about the purple and silver. See, because you're about that life. You're not in that humble spirit waiting for the Lord. Remember what our Lord had to go through. And remember Nate said, I believe it was yesterday, he said that he was talking about Iran. Okay, he was saying that they're just gonna blow everybody up, okay, in themselves, and then he's saying that, he said, oh yeah, we don't know. He said that the nukes will be used, but not right now. But he said, but we don't know. All right. He said, but we don't know that. Okay. When he's saying that, we don't know that. Okay. When you're a teacher, okay, you have to clarify that, because you're just saying, oh, we don't know that. Who the fuck is we? Okay. You and your gardener. You and your neighbor. Who? You and IUIC. Who are you talking about? We don't know that. Okay. Talking about yourself there. All right. Who are you talking about? You're saying, oh, we don't know that. Because according to the scriptures, all right, we do know. Okay. The true teachers, okay, and prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, starting with the apostles and elders on down from Great Millstone. Okay. The scriptures say different. All right. The Lord is gathering all these nations for World War III. Okay, Zephaniah, Jeremiah, all right, Isaiah. Okay, the Lord is gathering Saint Matthew. Okay, you know, kingdom shall rise against kingdom. You know, Jeremiah. You know, the nations are coming from the north. They're gathering together against America. See, so it's right here. It's right around the corner. Okay, it's right around the corner. And so that's one thing about being a teacher. Okay, because you got to address that. Okay, because when you say, "Oh, we don't know," what do you mean? Who's we? You know, because the scriptures, you know, you got to be direct. Remember, because you're teaching the Lord's word, Nate. You know, you're teaching the Lord's word, so you got to be on point. You got to clarify that, because you got the sheep right there listening. So when you say, "Oh, we don't know," okay, but right now, when you say that, Nate, IUIC. You know, yeah, I'm gonna get on your head right now. I'm gonna get on you, because because right now, by you saying all that, you know, you're proving that you're a bullshitter. You're proving that you're a bullshitter, because you're not saying, well, the scriptures say this, and that. You know, well, we're close. You're not even clarifying. You're just saying we don't know. Who the fuck is we? Okay, you know, excuse my Italian, because you know, you're not saying, oh well. Us and IIC, you know, we don't teach that. You're not even clarifying yourself. You're not even explaining yourself. Okay? By you saying, "Oh, we don't know," and not even, you know, going to the scriptures or anything, saying that, okay, well, we're close and nothing. Okay? What are people learning from that? Okay? All right? You know, so that proves that that you're just a bullshitter. Okay? You're Nate. You're what they call a wannabe. You ever heard that? Like, hey, you're a wannabe. Yep. All right, because you got to clarify that, you know? And the scriptures do tell us, all throughout the scriptures, okay? Because we're very close. And Esdras, okay, the Carmanians, talking about Iran. All right? You know, you gotta know these things. You see? But especially when you're a teacher of the Lord and teaching His word, see, saying that we don't know that. Well, you know, first of all, who is we? And the Bible does say that, you know, so that that clearly proves that you know, you don't know. And right there, Ecclesiasticus 2 verse 1 again, or Sirach, okay, because Sirach and Ecclesiasticus is the same. All right, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, right there, because we're coming to serve the Lord, not you, Nate. Okay. Remember the other day when you were having that podcast interview with that one Israelite dum-dum that's a Yah man, a Jah. Okay? Remember, because you said, check this out. Okay, we're gonna point something out right now, because just to show you how off you are. All right, because you're off. You're going all the way off. Because remember that interview when he said, "Oh, I call that guy." He said, "Oh, he calls the Lord Yehuda," something like that. And you said, Nate, that you said, "Oh, I'm cool with that." You said, "Cause we both know what we're talking about," and you guys both gave each other stupid looks, like, yeah, you know. You guys both gave yourself some goofy, stupid ass looks, you know, like, yeah, okay, yeah, we know what we're talking about, right? You know. Then you said, "Yeah, you know, I can roll with that." Okay. So who are you to say that that you're cool with that? You know? Because the Lord's name is very important. You know? And remember, we're coming to serve the Lord, not you. So remember, the Lord's not cool with that. The Lord's a jealous power. By you just saying, "Oh, just, you know, we could teach them, you know, we could say 5 names, but we know what we're talking about." Because that's cool. It's not cool. Because we're serving the Lord. We're not serving you, Nate, or IUIC. That's another cut. Okay, remember, we're serving the Creator of the heavens and the earth. You see? All right? And another thing is that you're exposing yourself, but it's the Lord. Because the Lord is having you talk more. Because the more you talk, the more that the true prophets are going to expose that you're full of shit. Okay, because you said that, oh, we don't know. So by that right there, just like Captain Tazariak, when he said that, oh yeah, hey, by me saying that John the Baptist fell out of the truth, that's just my opinion. Okay, that means that he's just guessing, and we already know that because he's not a true teacher. Okay, and you, Nate, you don't know because you said we don't know. Well, pop goes the weasel. You know, booyah, got him. Okay, so you just told on yourself right there because you just told on yourself. You just said that you don't know. Well, you gotta know. You're a teacher of the Most High, right? Right? So you gotta know these things, especially that. Okay? You know, in St. Matthew, okay, you know, there's a time and hour when not even the angels know when Yahushua is gonna arrive, but we're close. Okay, we know that we're close, right? Okay, but in this situation, we do know, according to the scriptures. So by you saying we don't know, not only are you making yourself look like an idiot, okay, and you're saying we, well, who's we? You know, you and your neighbor? Who? You know? You and your, who? You know? You and IOIC, who are you talking about? We don't know. Okay? Also, by saying you don't know because you just told them, because you don't know. Okay? Because you're not a true teacher of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? You're supposed to know. So you just told on yourself right there. You know, you're just proving, the more you talk, Nate, that you're a bullshitter. Yeah. You know, we don't really got to say much. We just got to point things out, you know. You guys, you false prophets out there are just telling on yourselves. You know, the elder out there from GMS North Carolina, Mwatazakba, he's right, you know, because he goes, yeah, just let these false prophets talk, you know, because the more they talk, the more they expose themselves. Exactly, because, you know, we don't really got, you know, we don't got to get all, you know, we just gonna point it out. You know, remember, nothing can be done against the truth, only for it. All right, so that's something very important to address. Okay, that's something very important to address. So, and there's many videos and breakdowns. All right, going into that World War III, how Iran, you know, China, Russia are going to come up against Babylon, America. All right, we know this time is close. We're right here. Okay, we're just waiting for the RFID chip to be made mandatory. All right, you know, right now these nations have nuclear ICBMs, warheads pointing at each other right now, in position, baby. What are you talking about? You know, all they gotta do is, like Apostle Ramblad said, just press the button. They're already in position, baby, locked and loaded. You know, see, this is why there's accounts over there by those nuclear bases that, you know, they see the angels out there. You know, they might not know that, but, you know, the chairs of Israel, the so-called UFOs, they're always making constant, you know, appearances by those nuclear bases, because the Lord's making sure, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is making sure that these nations get the Lord's missiles ready. Yo, because that's his army. So that's another thing, Nate, right there. Because if you're a prophet for the Most High, then you gotta know that those are the Lord's missiles. Hey, and another thing, all right, where's the Lord's respect? Okay, where's reverence for the Lord? Because you ain't putting out no edification. Okay, you're saying, oh well, we don't know. These are the missiles. Okay, but you're not even addressing. First of all, these are the Lord's missiles. Okay, you know, where's the credit to Yahweh Shem Yahushai? This is his doing. See? So that's the fact that you're saying that you don't know is because you're not sent from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You, sir, Nate from IOIC, are a false prophet. You're a bullshitter. You're a wannabe. Okay? Because other than saying you don't know and all the stuff that we already said right now through the Spirit, okay, hey, first and foremost, where's the reference for the Lord? That, hey, where's the credit to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? You know, that these are his missiles, and that he's gonna use them. He's gonna have he's gonna have the angels go out there, okay, and have these other nations press the button when the Lord says so. Okay, where's all that? You're not even bringing none of that out. Okay, you're not even mentioning it's the Lord's army. You're not going to Jerusalem, nothing. You know, where's the reference to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? See, that's another fact right there, because you're making it all about you, IOIC. Remember, okay? Because by you saying that about what those missiles and that we don't know, okay? You know, because you're not going to the scriptures, you're not referencing the Lord, and then when you told that Jah guy that you're cool with it. All right, and that let's roll with it because we both know what we're talking about. You're not a prophet of the Lord, because if you're a true prophet of the Lord, you'll know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not cool with that at all. Okay, that's completely false. You're nowhere even in the bar part. You're nowhere even near. See? To show you that you false prophets, you guys are doing it for filthy lucre's sake. Okay, you're doing it for your own belly. Yep. Oh yeah, the Wadi Halbash Shai. And another thing that Apostle Gabar was going into today, he's right, because Nate, you know what it seems like? You got a problem with Yahweh Shai. Yep. You have a problem with Yahweh Shai. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You have a problem with Yahweh Shai. You know? You're jealous. Okay? And you have a problem with the Lord. Okay? Because you mentioned, he's right. Apostle Gabar is right. Because he said, because you mentioned Yahweh, but when it comes to Yahweh Shai, you do some type of weird stuff, you know? You have a problem with Yahweh Shai. You know? You're coming in on the horse and all that. You know? Yeah, man. You know? You better repent, man. You know, because things are, you know, the Lord is exposing you, because by things that you're doing, you know, you're also showing that you have a problem with Yahweh Shai. Yep, and he's right. You have a problem with Yahweh Shai. Man, but you know, remember Akim and Akwat, these false prophets, they're the same Pharisees and Sadducees coming back. And we're not going to tell you exactly that Nate's not part of the hopeful elect. We're just telling you that he's going off. And he does got a problem with Yahweh Shai, but we'll leave it right there, because you never know. The Lord, he could put the Spirit back on him and bring him back. Apostle Gabar also said that, because that would be a mighty work in itself. You know, and the Lord could do that. But we're just addressing what's being said right now. Okay? You know, because we can't count him out just yet. Because, you know, the Lord could put the Spirit back on him. You never know. See, but right now, we're just addressing and feeding the sheep right, to show you, look, this is what you don't do. This is what he's making his error. Okay? This is how we expose the false prophets. But at the same time, okay, like Apostle Gabar said, you know, that don't mean that he's completely out yet, you know, because I'm not wishing death upon you, Nate, okay, but it's just that you are going off, that you're a false prophet. At least you repent, you know. But the Lord could put the Spirit back on you. It's not impossible. The Lord can do anything. Okay, all right. So remember that. But for the majority of you out there, okay, you know, because we gotta judge righteous judgment. All right, you gotta understand that, yeah, these false prophets out there they're the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees. They're back again, you know, because they care more about their pockets, more about the Lord. Remember when the Pharisees and Sadducees, the high priests, when they went with Judas Iscariot, they sold out the Lord. They gave Yahushua to Pontius Pilate. Okay, remember after that, they still were worried after the Lord gave up the Spirit, remember, they still were like, hey, go guard the door. Because remember, they're like, hey, we remember what that, remember, this is what the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees, the high priest, this is what they said. Man, they were tormenting the Lord even on the cross. Okay, after he was beaten and tortured, they were still talking crap to him on the cross, saying, you can save others, save yourself. Imagine that. He was being tortured on the cross, and they were still talking trash. You know? Then after he passed away, after he translated to the spiritual realm, they still didn't stop. They still went to Pontius Pilate and said, hey, we remembered what that deceiver said. You know? But he clearly wasn't a deceiver. All right, but that was to the wicked Pharisees and Sadducees. They were still worried because they're like, hey, remember he said he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back in 3 days. You know, so they were still trying to cover that up. You know, yeah, because remember, when Judas Iscariot tried to give back the 30 shekels of silver, what did they say? What is that to us? Because they didn't give a damn. They don't care. They only care about their pockets. This is why the Pharisees and Sadducees, today is, you know, IUIC, Genesis, all of them, because they care about their pockets rather than the sheep. You know, yeah, this is why they sell out. You know, 501c3 charter, all that. It's very real. Okay, remember they were. Why did they deliver Yahushai to the Romans? Because of jealousy. Okay, because Yahushai didn't do anything to them. Remember, Yahushai said, hey, I was daily with you guys in your temple. You know, he didn't do nothing to them. He was in there constantly teaching in the temple. So you know, what the hell, you know? And you come to me with a band of soldiers, you know, what kind of shit is this? See that? And what were when they were having those councils before Judas Iscariot sold out the Lord? What happened? What was their main reason? Because they were nervous because they didn't want to give up their riches. They're like, hey, well, what if everybody believes him? Even though he's the son of Yahweh. Imagine that. They're so wicked that they rather be like, well, let's just have him be put to death. That way we can still have a good life, still be somebody and still have a good lifestyle. Imagine, that's exactly what they said. Okay, because they're like, well, what if everyone believes him, you know? What people were believing him, because people were rolling with Yahushua in thousands. Oh, and I got a good picture to show you guys after this. Okay, yeah, it's very real. Okay, so that should just show you the mindset of these 2/3, because they're really like that. They're really like, well, I'm going to do me. You remember that? You ever hear people in this world saying, oh, I'm going to do me, you know, to chase the bag? Because that's really, they really don't care, you know? That's them. That is exactly why. You know, and Nate, you're from IUIC, you're clearly showing that you have a problem with Yahushua, mister. Yeah. So let's get back to the scriptures. All right, John 4:34. Okay. St. John chapter 4 verse 34. Yahushua said unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his word. There it is. So that's the main point, because we're not doing our own work. Okay, although GMS has the 100% truth, we're not over here like, oh yeah, well, we got it, and you know, no, we're over here humbly speaking that. Okay, all right, because it's not our work, it's the Lord's. Even Yahushua. This is why when Yahushua was on the scene, he rode in on a donkey. He wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm the son of Yahweh, and you know, nah, he was meek. To show you if he was meek, okay, how should the rest of us be? And that was the Lord. Yahushua said unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. Because it's not our work. This is not our word. It's the Lord's word. Just to show you guys out there that there should be no reason why anybody out there is proud and puffed up. Because this is not our word, and we didn't create ourselves or this planet. You dig? That's the point here. All right, 2 Timothy So that's just a cut to show you. It's just, this is just a lesson. It's not so much just, oh, this guy's just a dumbass, and no, okay. It's just to teach you like where he's going off, and to that way you guys can be properly guided. Oh, hey, like the sheep right here. Okay, see right here, if you guys can see the backdrop. All right, because the sheep right now, all right, they're on the, because they're on this road right here. Okay, so it's to guide you. Remember, it's not just, oh, hey, he told him, and oh, he told him off. Fuck all that. Okay, it's to, because we, another thing about being, a teacher in this thing is, because we care for the sheep, but also to guide them. Okay, to lead you down the right path. Okay, so we're telling you, we're telling you, we're telling you what he's saying is wrong, but why? Okay, that way it's not just, oh yeah, they're fucked up, and no, okay, we're gonna use the scriptures and explain why, and why it's important. Okay, why we're walking like this, why are we telling Nate, you're not supposed to be like that, we're not just, oh well, just because you gotta listen to us and we got it, ha ha ha. No, we're using the scriptures, teaching, we're guiding you, feeding you, telling you, showing you why we're doing that. See? All right, so it's important that because the sheep need maintenance, because it's constantly feeding. Okay, we're edifying to build up, but also it's to guide you. Okay, so it's not so much, remember out there, guys, just, oh yeah, hey, he's a dumbass, and oh yeah, that's right. No, but because we're showing you something through the Spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, the Lord is guiding you. See that? So it's to that way we can go down the right way. It's very important, This is why that scripture is written, a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. You dig? Okay. 2 Timothy. There we go. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushai. So we're supposed to be soldiers of Yahushai. All right. Verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. So you're not supposed to be too much involved in stuff in this life, I mean, what are you doing, Nate? Driving around in jets and stuff and going all around the world. I mean, what's going on here? We're not sent to preach to all the world. Okay, we're sent to only edify the elect. The Lord don't care about the world. The Lord don't care about all Israel. The Lord's only coming for the elect. So that's another error. What are you doing? No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier. See that? Yep, verse 5. Oh, here we go. And if a man also strive for masteries, so that's what we're doing. We're trying to learn this thing right. Yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So because we got to go the right way. Okay, not what you think. Okay, so because you gotta be, with the Lord. You gotta come correct. You can't just, you can't bullshit the Lord. With this thing, it's the Creator. All right. Let's see. Bear with me. We're gonna go to St. John, and then I think that will be that. St. John chapter 6. Follow me there. St. John chapter 6 and verse 38 and on down. This is Yahushua, right? St. John chapter 6 on down. For I came down from heaven, okay, not to do my own will. All right, this is very beautiful right here, okay? Because it's saying right here, This is the point, okay? So this is why we address that manner. See, this is why we're on them, because it's not just, oh, we just don't like you, Nate, and nah, it's just because you're going off. Okay? You know? You're going off, you're wrong, man. You're going off. Big time. You know? St. John chapter 6, verse 38. Check this out. For I came down from heaven, this is our Lord Yahushua, not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. So Yahushua wasn't even walking like, I'm doing my own thing. No, he was walking humbly. Okay? Because he was doing the will of Yahweh on the earth. So that just shows us how we should be. Okay? If the Lord was like that, walking on the earth, how else should we be? And no one's above the Lord. Okay? See? So this is why you're not supposed to be all proud and puffed up, you know? Yeah. Verse 39. And this is the Father's will, Yahweh, which hath sent me, of all which he hath given me, I shall lose nothing, because the elect won't sell out. Okay, the elect won't sell out like these other jakes out here. They won't sell out. They won't sell out, but should raise it up again at the last day. Perfect. Okay, so the Lord's saying he's gonna raise up his elect. Okay, you know, not by being partners with these heathens, the so-called white man, and buying land in America. America is gonna be completely nuked. Okay, and especially we're about to go under martial law, shutdowns. A lot of you are not even gonna be able to go to that land out there, you know, where IOIC is buying. You know, that don't even make sense. You know? Verse 40. St. John chapter 6, verse 40. And this is the will of him that sent me, that everyone which seeth the Son, Yahushua, and believeth on him. So we gotta believe on Yahushua. Okay? Yahushua is very, very important. You know, but you have a problem with him, Nate. May have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So the Lord is going to raise up his elect, not the so-called white man, not joining forces with the heathen, not selling out under a 501c3 charter. All right? See? All right, so you know, I'm going to get this low willing. Let's see what we can get here. Let's get this picture here. Oh yeah. Okay, screenshots. Oh yeah. Right here, okay? So this is a this is the perfect picture right here, okay? Because remember, Yahushua had a lot of followers. Okay, remember when he did that miracle, okay? That's another good depiction right here. This is a very beautiful illustration right here of the Lord Yahushua, okay, with his white woolly hair and a white beard and a dark melanated man, okay, all right, and this was us, the Israelites. See here, but see how there's like groups, 4,000 or 5,000 of us, all right, beautiful right here. See. All right, this is you know, that brother who did this did a very beautiful job. All right, because this is the way supposed to be, you know, just humbly, okay, not all like Yahushua right there, okay. He didn't have all gold and, you know, nah, okay, just humble, okay. We're supposed to be in a humble state right now, okay, because what did Yahushua said? Yahushua said, if this were my kingdom, my servants would fight. Because this is not. Right now, this is Satan's kingdom for right now. but it's only a short time. Okay, because the earth has been given over to the hand of the wicked. All right, the left hand side runs this earth. All right, yeah, and this is what people are starting to find out. They're like, damn, man, what the hell? This the government's corrupt, you know? Yeah, because the more that's happening, these devils are being exposed for that they're corrupting stuff. You know, all the stuff's starting to come out. Yep, right here. Remember when Yahushua he fed 5,000 men, okay, not including women and children. So probably at least 10,000. You know, yep, with the loaves of bread and fish. Remember that, and that's coming again real soon. And famine. Okay, we gotta put our trust in the Lord. The Lord's gonna feed His elect. Absolutely. Okay, that's a light thing from the Lord to feed His hopeful elect. All right, so this is it's a beautiful picture because it takes it back to how we used to be. All right, but and this is the way we still we still are. Okay, you got the fringes right there, the border of blue. Look at that, the garment down to the foot. Okay, not no t-shirt. Okay, you know. All right, but look, our people weren't all gold and all that. No, okay, just hey, walk humbly. Okay, because right now we're waiting for the kingdom. All right, not just because that's what it shows right there. We have to be humble in this thing, lowly, meek. All right, to show you that even when the Lord was on the scene, okay, He wasn't over here walking around like IUIC. He spoke with authority, but He wasn't over here all flashy. Okay, like you guys over there, Captain Zariak, but just trying to go over here and saying that the heathens can make it. Okay, you guys are bugged out. You guys are trying to have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. There's no gray areas with the Lord. Okay, so that's why when you come to serve the Lord, Sirach chapter 2 verse 1. Okay, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 1. Because remember, we're coming to serve the Lord. Okay, even those of us that are teachers, we're serving the Lord. We're not serving ourselves. Okay, we say here at Great Millstone that we have 100% truth, but it's not. Oh, it's all about us. Not. Okay, yeah, we have a group, but it's about the Lord. It's about the truth, the word, the message being properly pushed out. See? So this is what it's a beautiful picture because you're supposed to be humble like this. Okay, not all flashy. Humbly in this thing. So with that, on your feet, soldier. Until next time, Shalom.